Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Faster Than Light, Captain's Edition. Oh yeah, we are back once again to explore the depths of space itself. Who knows, we might even find the lost moon of Poosh. And since we didn't, do so well last time, we're gonna try again, and, see how well we do this time. So I'm gonna go back to my preferred ship, my crystal cruiser here. The default name is the Brevis, but now we're gonna call it the, as we always do, the USS Finer Things. I genuinely do call every ship I play, like, the USS Finer ship. The USS Finer Things. And we have one crew member to add to the ship today. We have Captain. Actually, that sounds pretty badass. I'm gonna keep that. But Melvin, we're gonna be renamed to Jenkins. And I think we'll leave you as a human. How do you... I don't know my glasses... My urine? Okay. I'm gonna change that name just so I don't mispronounce it, like I just did. Let's go with Myra. Maya. Living with a girl named Maya. Let's do that. And there's the cursor. And Rolf. Let's keep Rolf. But let's rename this one. I'll change the names around once we get into space. Onward! The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. Fortunately, the rebels are unaware of your escape. Hurry and rendezvous with the Federation forces before the rebels wipe you out. Fleet pursuit is disabled in this particular case, so they're not going to be following after me. So I'm going to try... If there's anything that I missed in the previous video, I'm going to try and explain it better here. But I feel like I got a good deal of it covered. But if anything comes up, like this, planetary artillery. This defense weapon charges slow, but pierces all shields and can cause fires and breaches. UI prompts will inform you. UI prompts are things like this, or just anything that pops up. Will inform you about its targeting cycle and can tell you about which rooms it will hit. Cool. I don't think we encountered any of that last time, but we'll see. Oh. Keep the engines on. You dummy. Alright, so let's move everything around. Let's put you there, you there, you there, and you... No, you there, and Rolf, you go there. Onwards. And there we go. Wait for it. Now, Captain Avalon, that's actually a really cool name, but I don't think it's the name you put on it. No, don't dismiss. It's not a name you put on the engineer. You put Scotty on the engines, obviously. Jenkins, you can be on the shields, that's fine. Wait, Jenkins, are you on the shields? Yeah, Jenkins is on the shield. Maya will keep, and Rolf will keep there. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to do a few jumps today. I think we'll do this batch right here, see how long that takes us. We're at about a couple of minutes in right now. I don't have my watch handy. Hold on. Okay, so we're at... Oh, perfect. Alright, so I got my watch handy, and I'll keep a watch on this to see how much time we've taken today. Stupid jokes begin. So there's a store down here. We're gonna save that for as late as possible, but let's do these few jumps, hit the store, and then I think head towards this next batch over here. Since I have fleet movement disabled, ordinarily every jump I make would bring them forward a little bit, so if my ship was here, then the rebel fleet would be about here. And then the next jump after that, I'd be here, and then the rebel fleet would have advanced to about here, across the whole way across the map. So as I move forward, they would be coming gradually closer and closer together. And it's possible to get caught by the rebel fleet and, survive. It just makes every additional jump you have to make that much more difficult. And considering how big this sector is, and the fact that I have fleet disabled, we could be doing this game for a while, but that's fine. It's a good game to just chill out and play, so let's get jumping, shall we? And everybody is jumping. A rebel ship hails you. Federation scum, we've waited a long time for this. Oh, and they're just shooting right at me. Ah, okay. Here's something I don't think we encountered too often last time. They have a defense drone. So what that'll do is shoot down projectiles that are coming at it, whether it's a meteor or in missiles, or in my case, my weapons, which happen to shoot projectiles. So I have to shoot both at the same time to have a good chance of piercing the shields, because this will shoot down one. I can shoot two, and it can only shoot down one. If I fire a shot, then this will stop it, and then it'll be ready by the time the next one's ready. So I'll have to just let my weapons charge. This is a... oh. Okay, that's a low-scale weapon. We can let that do its thing. We don't need to worry too much. Alright, our weapons are charged. Rolf, get a target on their shields and a target on their drones. Take those out. Okay, that kind of worked. Took out their shields, that's good. We took a little bit of damage there, that's fine. Nothing too bad, nothing too serious. They're currently trying to either get in or out of the shield bay. We took a little bit of damage there as well. Well, actually, let's just fiddle with the sound. There we go. Just bring it down a little bit. And fire both shots. No, same shots. Okay, so that took out their drones. That's good. Taking light damage, nothing too serious. But we can now safely fire at any point whenever our weapons are ready, because the drones have been taken down. But we do need to take out this weapon that's doing a little bit of... it's doing damage, but it's only doing a little bit at a time, but it's still doing damage, and that's not good. Take out the driver's seat. And I think, just as a last little let's take out their oxygen. And bye-bye now. Another group of rebel officers meets their end by your hand. So we collected a drone, fuel, and some scrap. Cool. Standard haul for an early combat mission. Combat engagement. A small ship remains stationary in the distance. Its captain hails and claims that he is a Federation requisition officer. No. No. Oh crap, we have this problem again. Oh darn. Okay, this is bad. So not only did they disable our oxygen right now, they also have an ion... oh, this shoots down our drones if we had them, but we don't. And this will repeatedly shoot at my ship until we take down their drones. And this is a flak weapon, which does this. Very, very annoying and very, very bad. So let's take out their weapons and their drones as quickly... Okay, so yeah, the weapons are down. We need to take out the drones. The drones are okay. Like, the drones aren't doing too much. It'll keep popping at... the drone would have just kept popping at our shields. It wouldn't have done any serious damage unless it could move fast enough. But since it's just popping at our shields, that'll just mean our shields officer Jenkins, will continue to level up. And the weapons are back online already. Good grief. Okay, take everything we have and let's both forget this ever happened. 6 fuel, 7 missiles, and 10 scrap. That's a lot of fuel. And considering how big these sectors can be, that's actually quite helpful. It's not a lot of scrap, and I don't have any missiles, but that's a pretty good offer early on. So you open the airlocks and take the reparation supplies on board. The opponent is glad to still be alive. Now, if I wanted to be cruel, I could just open my weapons again and blast them out of the sky, but we are an honorable captain. I will honor my truce and let them go their merry way. Jump down here. Okay, there's ooh. After arriving at the beacon, you detect a small one-man shuttlecraft that is headed straight for you. Repeated hails yield no response. You get a strange feeling about this. Shoot it down, or wait a moment. See, there could be someone in there. So let's wait for a moment. As we get closer, we are able to scan it for life forms. It doesn't have anyone on it, but we get 3 more fuel and 12 more scraps, so that's always good as well. Nice start here. Nice peaceful start. Only a couple of fights. Add 1 more. So here's a chance where we can get a look at a map. If we take this guy down, if we take this drone down, we can just download its map and data. All defensive assets are ready, Captain. But let's do this. Oh, son of a... Okay. This ship has a cloak. And what this means is every now and then it'll be able to go into cloaking mode. So it'll be invisible for a few seconds, and I can't lock on with my weapons. Its weapons can still charge, I think, but this just means it'll slow me down, which is very irritating. Yeah, their weapons can still charge, but mine can't. So we need to take that out. Oh, Lord. Eek! Okay, that's bad. That's fine, since my ship is the crystal ship. I think I have a 30% chance of every shot that's taken at me that hits. I have a 30% chance of some debris knocking off and hitting their ship. So that's a benefit from this class. So we need to take out their weapons and their cloaking as quickly as possible. I think let's take out their weapons first, because missiles are always bad, and this is just some sort of high energy blast which can knock out shields fairly quickly. Bad. Okay, that's a hull breach. That's bad. And their weapons are still not entirely down. They still have the missiles up. Not anymore. And I just blew it up. Sweet. Salvage what you can from the broken ship. 21 scrap. That's really good early on. We also get the station. We get a combat drone. Anti-combat drone, rather. And we don't have a drone system, but that's good to have in the hold. So let's get Scotty and Jenkins in there to repair this hull breach before it gets any worse. So this room is already deoxygenated. See these little pink lines in there? That means there's no oxygen in there at the moment. The less oxygen there is in a room, the more pink a room becomes. So I'll show you this in a second. Let's get Maya up there to repair the sensors, just so I can give you an example. Oh, and also, since we're on standby, we don't need that much power in the engine, so we can power up our med bay. And also, with every repair that my crew makes, they level up in repair skills. So let's just take this opportunity to talk about skills and stuff, shall we? So let's talk about Maya, since we have her selected. So if they're in, it depends on where they're stationed. These 4 skills are dependent on being in a specific system in the ship. So if they're in the cockpit, every 15 shots they dodge, Maya will level up. If she were in the engines, every 15 shots she dodges, the ship dodges, she'll level up. If she's in the shields, every 55 and every 55 shots that hit the shields but don't take it out completely, she'll level up that. And every shot fired, she'll level up. But what these do is, once a level is reached, we get an additional 5 points of evasion. And these two are 10% faster charge times on the shields and the weapons, respectively. The repair skills and the combat skills, repair skills can be done anytime there's a damaged system or a hull breach, and those you can just send anyone in there. Those don't have to be any specific crew members. Those can be anybody who's handy. Ideally an Engi if you have one, because Engis are faster. Humans, I think, are also next after that, and like Zoltans and Rockmen are all about the same. But you don't really want a Mantis as your engineering crew. And combat is anytime there's a boarder on the ship or you board their ship. Every time you kill an enemy in crew-to-crew combat, then they will just increase how much damage they do to other crew members. So, now that that's been explained, let's get everybody back to where they go. And I'll also show you the deoxygenation thing, since I said I would. So this room immediately went pink with the lines, because it's an airlock. And there was no oxygen in there whatsoever. Now that it's sort of lighter pink, that just means that there's a little bit of oxygen in there, and the life support system is going back up as oxygen fills through the rest of the ship. Once that's back up to 100%, this room will no longer be pink, and everything will be hunky-dory. So let's do these jumps down here. Nothing on the system. So let's just talk to our crew a little bit. Humanoid crew member reveals that they're both male, was actually not born naturally. They misspelled bread. Well, it's a mod, grown in a vat, in a heaven. So it's like that Doctor Who episode where Tennant meets his daughter. That's a weird one. Huh. Okay, what do we got here? Not much remains on this abandoned system. However, scans reveal mining platforms, so we get 17 scrap, 3 fuel, and 1 drone. So not bad. We got a lot of fuel early on. And some drones, which would be helpful. Missiles, which we don't have, but are helpful. Oh, we don't have anyone with shields. What am I doing? Jenkins, get back over there. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's at the store. Transmission from the nearby planet indicates an outpost below which offers trade goods and supplies to travelers. You send it down an away party to check it out. So this is something from, I think I can't tell which mod does which, because there's the Advanced Edition, which is an actual official release, an update to the game itself, and then there's the Captain's Edition, which is a mod, and I don't remember which part this bit is included. But what happens is you can buy an augment, which I can talk about in a second, but you can buy an additional bit of cargo and then sell it at another store for a profit if you're good, if you're quick. Let's see what we have here. So here's some augments. Augments can be fitted to your ship. So the Crystal Vengeance thing, which the 30% chance of knocking debris off the ship and into your enemy, that's an augment. And what it does is it does what it says on the tin. It augments your ship and gives it extra abilities. So this one would give me, what does it do? Can be used to cover my tracks and deliver the pursuing rebel fleet. If I didn't already have the Disable Fleet mod on, this would be actually quite useful. FTL Fuel Recycler, what does this do? Creates small amounts of fuel by replacing recycling spent fuel cells. And every time I'm at an empty beacon, this will work. Okay, that's worth considering. An adaptive gel suits protects crew from certain hazards and reduces damage from low oxygen to a minimum. Okay, that's interesting. We don't really need to buy much. Here and at stores you can buy fuel or missiles or drone parts as you need them. Generally speaking, they're all about the same in terms of cost. Repairs will always cost 2 for 1 point of hull repair, and whatever amount of hull damage you've taken to that point multiplied by 2. So this is consistent. This sort of fluctuates. I've seen fuel cost anywhere from 5 to 7. Remember those days? Back in my day. Ion weapons. Heavy Ion Mark II. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is a good weapon to have. Or the Ion Burst. What is this one? It's a little bit quicker, but it requires more power to the weapon system. And what does this do? Fires a concentrated blast of plasma that deals no physical damage, but has a good chance of igniting fires. I don't really play with a fire strategy. I think let's take the ion weapon and keep it in the hold until we have enough scrap to upgrade the weapon system, which I'll show you again in a second if I haven't already. So we can hire some crew here if we wanted to. So we can hire a Mantis, who does 1.5 damage combat speed, 1.5 damage in combat. It moves a little bit faster, but its repair speed is lower. And also there's the Zoltans, who provide power to an occupied system, but they have less health and they explode on death. So that's a little strange. I don't think we need any additional crew, or we don't need to pay for any additional crew. We don't need to hire anyone, because there's a good chance that we'll find other crew members out here during the travels. So I think we're good for the time being. I think also what I'm going to invest in next as I gather more scrap is more power, obviously. And then my strategy is usually to go for, as I get more power, upgrade the shields twice rather. So I put 50 into the shields, which gives me another layer of shields. Upgrade the engines once, and then the weapons if I have any additional weapons that I want to use. In this case I do, because I have my heavy ion right there. I have my heavy ion, which I can't power at the moment because I don't have enough power in the given system. I have 4 points of power, And these two weapons, this one requires 1, this one requires 3. So I can't have all 3 weapons at once. And these 3 systems I'll not upgrade yet. I don't really see the need to do that. So let's get down over here. And I think let's do one more... let's do one more row, shall we? Let's do up to here. Or, no. Yeah, let's do up to there, and then we'll go around and to the exit, ultimately. But let's do up to that quote-unquote northernmost point, and then we'll be good. So, nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty. Ooh, that's nice. But warning, quarantine level 5 is under effect. Ugh, that's not good. So let's just talk to our crew a little bit more. Have a word with our humanoid crew member. Likes to follow orders. That's good to know, Scotty. And Jenkins. We can't really talk... I don't know why you can't talk to the crystals. I guess the Captain's Edition mod must have been made before they came in. Who knows? Greetings, welcome to our beacon for a small fee. Yeah, no, we're not paying no... We don't need no stinking fee. Oh, that's something we want to take out. That is something we want to take out right the hell now. So let's target both of our weapons on that just immediately, because that's gonna hurt. It's a missile. I know it's a missile. Brace. Okay, yeah, that hurt. Alright. That's just an ion weapon, that's fine. Oh, and we've already gotten the surrender. 4 fuel, 13 scrap, and 6 missiles. No, see, I always accept surrender. Unless they were just outright jerks. But these guys, nah, they can be spared. Let's do 1, 2, 3 more, and then this batch will be for the next episode. Moving on. Moving right along. Okay, see the transmission. Rebel ships are coming in hot. What is this? Oh, it's a shipper. Okay. So what this one is as long as their drone system is up. There it is. I don't have my glasses on at the moment. Probably should. But as long as their drone system is active, then any damage they take, they'll be able to repair. So let's take that out and the weapons out. Now let's take weapons first. Then the drones. Why does everyone in this sector have missiles? Oh, thank God we dodged it. Weapons still not entirely down. I think that's the more important thing. Oh god. Okay, that's bad. Hull breach. Rolf, get on that. Thankfully the weapons can still fire. I still have enough power to keep the Lock 1 missile going. It's not a missile, but it's a weapon. And... okay, so you saw how that room was completely deoxygenated? That's a hard word to say. That room was completely deoxygenated, but by opening an internal door, oxygen was able to flow into that room and refill it, essentially. Alright, so their drones are down, their cockpit's down, their weapons are down. I think let's go for their oxygen. Because they caused a hull breach, let's take out their ability to breathe as well. Offer some cargo if you let them live. I think I can get... see, I'm pretty sure I could get more, but... I always accept surrender, so anyway, we got 89 scrapped so far, 24 fuel. I think we're set on fuel. We don't need to buy any more fuel for a while. Drones I don't really ever use. Missiles, we have them if we need them. So that's 13 missiles is okay. You usually want around 13 to 20, like 15 to 20. 13's good for early on, especially if you don't have a missile weapon, like I do. So, like I do not, rather. So let's do a couple more jumps. Automated rebel scout, attacking a small refueling outpost. Well, let's defend the outpost, shall we? Okay, so this doesn't have any missiles, but it does have annoying... I think that's a beam weapon there. And it's got this gun again. Okay, so the beam's not going to do very much. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Alright, so if we had the time, the the beam charges faster than the burst weapon, right? This weapon on their ship charges faster than that one, and it fires before it. So if we had the time, I could just sit here and let all of my crew rotate around and level up on either dodging or shields. And you know what? I think I may... Oh, wait. Hold on. Does that thing actually pierce the shields? Let's let it shoot and see what happens. Oh, it does. Okay, we need to take that out. I thought it didn't. I wasn't paying attention. But that is a thing you can do. If your enemy weapons are incapable... If your enemy's weapons are incapable of completely piercing your shields, then you could, in theory, just rotate your crew to the shields, between shields and cockpit and engines, and just watch them all just level up as they keep shooting at you. I've done that before, it's hilarious. So we got a good bunch of scrap and fuel from that, and then the outpost gives us some more. Sweet, so we got back up to 120 scrap, we got nearly 30 fuel. We are set on fuel, boys and girls. Do one more jump. Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated rebel scout has deployed a virus and disrupted your shield system. Oh dear. So our shields are down. Oh god, that's bad. Redirect power to other systems. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. So, oh no. Oh no. So I can't, since it's only disabled one of my shields, but you need 2 points of power into your shield system in order for your shields to actually work. So my shields are completely useless right now. And since I don't have enough power dedicated to this system, I can't have my other weapon up as well. So the only other thing I can do is to put some energy into my med bay, heal up Rolf quick. Oh god. Heal up Rolf quick, put them back in the weapons bay, and then take out their weapons, and just take them down as quickly as I can. Oh no, they have bombs. Bombs are always bad. Bombs are always bad. Oh, and now we're back down to half health again. We are not going to lose this battle. Auto fire. And they're taking out the oxygen. Oh, Jesus. Come on. I'm not going out in the first episode again. I'm not going out in the first sector. I'm not dying in the first sector. I'm not doing that. I'm not going... Oh, God. Fire. Take that out. Put that away. Okay. This drone is so annoying. Just keeps bringing them back. But the weapons are down. That's good. That's the important part. Maybe healing their hull, but it's not healing their systems. Okay. So the fire's out. Med bay's down. That's fine. We don't really need it right now, but we are low on hull points. So I may end up, once I stop here, I may end up going back and healing up the hull. So the ship explodes, we get 22 scrap, 2 fuel, and whew, our shields come back. Alright, so let's get Rolf and Scotty into the med bay so we can heal them up once they're in there. Whew. That was scary, we almost lost it again. But I think we're good for the time being. So that's where I'm going to end it for the day, guys. I'll be back same time next week with more FTL. And... oh, no, Scotty, you going again. What am I talking about? And Rolf, you go back up there. So I'm going to go back and heal up this hull, because that's not where you want it. You usually want it about halfway at the least. Any lower than that, and you're just treading on broken glass right there. But if you like the ship so far, if you like the game so far, let me know in the comments below. If I can change the crew members, the names of the crew members on here, so I could rename anybody in here if you want. So if you want to be on the crew, let me know. If you want to be a human, if you want to be a crystal, let me know. If you have any... can I rename the ship? I can't rename the ship. But if you have any suggestions for strategies, or what you want me to upgrade, what you think I should do, where you want me to go, what sort of path you want me to take, anything you want, put it in the comments. Well, anything within reason, anything relevant to the video at hand. Put it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to read it. And also be sure to like, share, and subscribe the video, because I would like your friends to see it, and I hope you enjoyed the show and would like your friends to see it as well. So do all of those things, and I'll see you same time next week with more FTL. See you then. Bye!